94.1 JJO.
And we continue to roam around to make sure the Veterans Radiothon stays safe in this world. It's going good inside the building. You know, we're usually out and having a little bit more of a community type vibe, but had to do some of it virtually and have some of our guests join us on the phone. And one of the 8,487 things Adam does is work with Natalie. Tell us about this organization.
So I came across this organization just as I got up into Madison. I moved up from the Chicago area. Don't fault me for it. So I got up here and I was kind of looking for things to do, right? And I got on the old Google machine and I started to find out there's a lot of people doing a lot of really cool things, and one of them was what Natalie's involved in, is this organization called Team RWB, or Team Red, White, and Blue, and it just all of a sudden it was like, oh, they're getting together on Saturday and doing a workout. And so, one of the cool things I've done with them is I've done a yoga class with my wife, and I got to take her with, and that was super cool. And then I got to meet other veterans that I still keep up with today. We did a ropes course over at MATC, but again, she got to come with, and I had a fantastic time doing that kind of thing. And again, we did a lot of trust and team building exercises as a part of that. The last thing that I've done, one of the other things that I've done is a night hike at the Arboretum. We threw on headlamps, took the kids and the families out and hiked around. And so, like, for me, I don't get to do it a whole lot. And so it was important for me to say, hey, we gotta shine a light on this, because, Natalie's involved in a pretty cool thing with Team Red, White, and Blue.
And Natalie's on the phone with us. That was a good intro, Natalie, right?
That was great. Yes, thank you very much. So Team RWB, we're a national veteran service organization, and we have a chapter here locally in Madison. Milwaukee has a chapter. Chicago has a couple as well. And we try to get people together for physical and social activities. Our membership is about half military veterans and about half non-veterans. We also have members who are currently serving on active duty or guard and reserves. And as Adam said, we try to get people together to do things that are positive and interesting. So we know there are lots of benefits of physical activity for both mental health and physical health. We also know there's a ton of value in building community. So we try to set up events to help build those connections.
And that's incredible. Now tell everybody the best way to get a hold of you guys.
We have a website. It's the national site, teamrwb.org. That's the best place to find out more information, and they have all the chapters listed across the country. So if you've got a friend out in California or Colorado or Florida, you can refer them to that website as well.
And now you were talking about some of the ways you've been able to adjust and still keep things going strong with the virus as well.
Yes, we had to move quite a bit of our activities online, but I think that's kind of typical for a lot of groups. We still have an active Facebook group, which everyone's welcome to join that as well here in Madison. We still do things like Friday morning breakfasts, but we move those to a Zoom call. We've done some online yoga classes. One of the studios here on the east side of Madison welcomes us with open arms. So we've been doing Monday evening yoga classes. And we're going to do a book club this winter. And then we also have some virtual workouts. We kind of check in with one another and encourage each other to stay physically active and to stay connected.
Yeah, you just actually hit on two really great phrases, checking in and staying connected. I think that's really important. We've talked a couple of times throughout the day about how isolation is an issue for our veterans, and and then we're in a pandemic where people are supposed to kind of isolate and keep to themselves. So those things kind of fly in the face of each other.
It's a big issue. We know it's impacting our members. We know it's impacting us. It's definitely the great things about Team RWB is that there's no difference between the people who are helping and the people who are
to the Veterans Coliseum and check those guys out and catch a 5-finger death punch show, and man, they know how to lay it down.
Yeah, they don't cut it short on the pyrotechnics or it's like seeing a Kiss show from the 70s. Well, everything will eventually be on fire.
Well, even last year's 5-finger show during the Radiothon, Jason Hook had appendicitis.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Ivan was recovering from the flu that he just got over the day before, and they still rocked it. I mean, you could see Jason was hurting. He wasn't moving around, but never missed the note.
Right. So, Natalie, tell us one more time how to find the organization.
Team RWB. So it's teamrwb.org.
Perfect. And we'll get all that information on our veterans information page of WJJO. We'll get it out on our socials so people can find your organization and get involved. Thank you so much for joining us. And, once you join us once, you have to join us every year. You get added.
Definitely make that happen. I really appreciate the invitation.
Oh, perfect. Nice to meet you, and thanks again for all you do.
Sounds great. Take care.
The Radiothon continues on JJO.